Hello, Leo. Welcome to your full moon magic January forecast. I'm Vickieverlie, the rock and roll prophetess. Today we're going to do your tarot reading using the rock and roll tarot deck, my own creation. Then we'll follow up with a card from the Beast Mistress Animal Oracle cards, also my own creation. If you're a level 2 Patreon supporter, there's going to be some bonus cards pulled, and this month the bonus cards will be from the Story Cards by Kathy Nichols. My name is Vickieverlie. I've been reading for over 30 years professionally. This is the Rock and Roll Tarot Forecast. This is for Leo Sun Sign, Leo Rising, and Leo Moon. I've shuffled these cards thoroughly before, but now we're just going to do the loose shuffle to allow Spirit to just pull out the cards that are meant for you. This is for Leo Sun Sign, Leo Rising Sign, and Leo Moon Sign for January of 2021. Okay. Here we go. So it is a big month because it is your one and only full moon. We're going to talk a little astrology first. You get one new moon a year, and that's always right around your birthday. And then you get one full moon every year, and that's usually it's around the opposite side because we're in the sign of Aquarius, which is your opposite side. So every year around this time you do get a full moon. This month it's going to be happening on the end of the month near January 28th for most people. So near the end of the month we're going to have that Leo full moon. A full moon, first of all, it brings things to culmination and it shines a big light on you. A full moon is very bright and it shines its big light on you. Secondly, it's a really powerful time to release for everybody, but especially when that full moon is in your sign. I'm going to bring some of my crystals out over here. It's really a good time to do a releasing. It's the most powerful time of the year to do some sort of releasing. So you may want to actually even write out a list of things and then just, burn it in a fire or something, get rid of it and let it. What are you trying to release? That's a big thing that you want to look into. Boy, you've got some nice money cards showing up. These two came up with somebody else. I mean, I shuffled and everything else. The rest of the cards are different, but hey, they're talking about another stimulus. Maybe we're going to get that stimulus money again. I don't know. But this is the Three of Rods. This is your ship is coming in. Your ship is coming in, you're going to receive some sort of success, and it definitely feels like, it looks like it's going to be some financial gains, some money stuff coming in for you. And the Ten of Pentacles is big money. This isn't just your little stimulus bonus thing. This is usually something much larger than that. It's not just, this is like buying a property or getting an inheritance. This is like a large sum of money. And something's been coming back to you that's been taken away through this occurrence here. To me it just feels like, well, it could be anything. It could be like, you feel like your integrity is coming back, you feel your peace of mind is coming back. And I forgot already what I was going to say, what it was. That's why I stalled for more time, but I totally forgot what it was. I felt like it was going to be. It might come back to me. But let's move on to the next row. Seven of Cups is your dreams are becoming a reality. What you've been visualizing and what you've been thinking about and visualizing, it's becoming a reality. Maybe it's only been in your imagination, or you've been hoping or praying for it, or something along those lines. But then now you actually see it. You see it manifesting. You're standing on the shore and you can see those ships on the horizon. Page of Rods, fire sign energy. Definitely could be representing that full moon on the 28th. Could be you as a child. I usually don't use the rods as people. I usually use them as messengers. But it could be a message. Definitely could be a message coming too about this dream coming true. But it also can be it could be you. It could be you as a child. It could be, for some of you, I feel like it's you as a child or your childhood dreams or something like that. It could be something from your childhood dreams. That it's becoming a reality that you've been dreaming about ever since you were a child, and now you're finally there, and it's really happening. So I think that's going to be true for a lot of you. Some of you may be taking an actual trip or journey or moving on, but also this is a card of leaving the troubled waters behind and moving on to smoother sailing. So there's a transition, and that's what you should be doing around that full moon time anyway. I felt like this might be around that full moon. Releasing, leaving all those troubles behind you, and looking out on the horizon for the new energy to show up and come in. Something you've been waiting around for quite a while here, it looks like. Four of Rods, this are Swords. This is like something you've been waiting around for, or that's been in a, what I'm hearing is that it's been in a dormant state, in a dormancy, and it's going to be springing back to life. And things are you're gonna get some, there's definitely news coming, because this is news, there's news coming, there's going to be communications happening, talking back and forth, and it's pointing at the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is somebody important in this, in a positive way. Upright position. I saw risk. It's not even on here. So that's what's cool about these cards, by the way, and let that happen. When you see a word but it's not really there or whatever, that's how these cards can really talk to you. But I saw risk coming down here. So it may be involved in somewhat of a risk. Of course, you'll have to gauge, you know, don't say, well, the psychic said I should take a risk, and, you know, whatever, you know, this is, and it can't apply to everybody anyway, because there's so many people, but it can apply to some people. So taking a risk, I think there might be some sort of risk involved, but it feels like it's a risk that would pay off. The other thing about the King of Swords, well, he could be an air sign. He could be an Aquarius, a Gemini, or Libra. It could be talking about the time of air, and the time of air is usually the first, will be after the third week of, excuse me, when the sun moves into Aquarius after the 19th. So this may be a little later in the month too. The other thing that what I was saying about risk and all that, the King of Swords sometimes is like a lawyer or somebody. Sometimes he has to do with law, legal, law enforcement, you know, these kinds of things. So he may be, this may be somebody that before you take the risk, maybe he might be like, you might want to talk to the lawyer, or you might want to talk, I keep hearing risk assessment, and I'm not even, I don't know if that's really, it's going to apply to somebody out there, because they keep saying, I keep hearing it over and over again. But anyways, let's go ahead and start shuffling up for your animal totem card for the month. By the way, I am extending, due to popular demand, I will extending the year aheads for at least another week into January or so. But if you really, really want to get it, try to get it during the first week. And it takes about a week of turnaround-ish. You know, I'm trying to get them done as best I can, but I want to make sure I do a good job for everybody. But, you know, I may go a little longer than that, maybe 10 days, but it's, you know, pretty much over. So don't email me about, you know, waiting on it. If you really want to get it now, because you won't be able to get it till next year. But if not, it's not for everybody else. So, but it is the most popular reading of the year. But let's go ahead and get our animal totem going for our Leo peeps. Leo. The snail. You know, snail often, you could be like moving at a slow pace. When I think of the snail, I often think of your moving, because you have your home on your back. I mean, some of you might be backpacking or driving around in one of those, you know, Winnebago type of things, traveling around with your home on your back, you know. But it also, of course, means things moving at a slow pace. I think things have been moving at a slow pace, but all of a sudden, probably around the time we hit Aquarius and after the 19th, and then coming up on your full moon, bam, then everything's really going to start moving. But let's read what I initially wrote when I made the cards. I'm wearing my wrong glasses. I have to get the other ones out. Sorry. All right. Beneath the stony hull lies a soft and dewy side, healing of deep wounds, rejuvenation, re-emerging after a period of rain. That's very much what this card is. Slow down to appreciate the little things. The other thing about the snail is, if you might not even notice them, because they blend into the background, they move so slow, and when we're rushing, sometimes we don't notice the little synchronicities and signs that the universe and God or whoever, whatever your beliefs are sending out to you, and you know, you might miss it. So you don't want to miss it. These are good things that you don't want to miss, all of this. So be on the lookout. If it is something that's risky, then maybe you do need to talk to an attorney. Real quickly before we wrap up, I want to say I'm offering a free gift for everybody, a free tutorial, a free class for everybody. I've been really getting into this therapeutic art, or art for spiritual growth movement that's happening lately. And I'm doing more painting and stuff like that, but there's another aspect of it, and it's this journal making or doodling. Now, you don't have to have a journal or anything. You don't have to have colored pencils or anything. I just was doing this for my solar return, which was last week or a few days ago when I'm recording this. And it evolved into this whole big thing, and it's all about what I want to manifest for the upcoming year. There's psychological stuff involved in this too. It's really, it opens up your subconscious mind. It frees you from stress and worry. There's a whole bunch of science around this. So what I did then, I go, man, I wanted to share this with everybody because it's so powerful and such a cool tool. And you don't need, and mine's sort of, a little bit more arty and colorful. You don't need art experience at all. It's about doodling. And it's about writing out words of what you want to manifest. It's very relaxing. When you're relaxed, you can manifest. When you're stressed, you can't. So I created this, and I did a come along with in a tutorial, a free tutorial, which I'm going to post right behind posting all these monthly videos. So if that's something that interests you, if you want to, do some, you don't need art talent. You don't need anything other than a paper and pencil. You could do collaging. You could do, which I explain in the video. You could do markers. You can do collage. You can do crayons. Crayons are really good because it kind of really takes you to that place of being a child and fun. And when you lighten up and fun and let the energy flow, that's when you can really create really cool things. So that's a free video. I urge everybody to check it out and give it a try. I know a lot of my followers, a lot of my people that watch my videos are very creative, and many Leos are very creative too. So I think that might be something that would interest a lot of you. So that's my free gift to you to kick off the new year. I hope you watch it and enjoy it. And if you're a Patreon supporter, we're going to go ahead and move on to do these story cards next, but that's for our Patreon peeps. You can find out information about that below. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and being a part of supporting me through liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, which you can hit on the bottom there if you enjoy my content. I appreciate you all so much. Remember, you are love and beauty incarnate. Have a great month of January and a great new year. Till next time. Full moon, too, for you guys. Okay, till next time.